What's the haps? I'm Meroka, and today I'm going to be taking a quick look at Tower of Guns. The Tower of Guns is another one of those games that I have kind of followed the development of. I've been doing videos of this over the course of the last year. If you're a subscriber to my channel, there's a good chance you will have seen those already. But if you're not familiar with it, this is a fast-paced first-person shooter roguelite kind of thing from Terrible Posture Games, a one-man studio based over in Boston, Massachusetts. And this is his first title, produced as Terrible Posture Games, but he has got a lot of experience previously in AAA development, so this is his first efforts as an indie. So before we get into the game, let us go into the options menu, because that's what we do. So, lots of options, all the options. I think that's pretty much everything you could very much ask for in an FPS these days. We've got the resolution and windowed mode, which is usually my bare minimum I would ask for. We've then got shadows, got ambient occlusion, depth of field, bloom, motion blur, anisotropic filtering, anti-aliasing, and indeed an FOV slider, which will make a lot of people happy. And this FOV slider is the silliest FOV slider I've seen in the world. Let's see how high it goes. Got 100, good for 16:10 resolution, 105 for 16:9s, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is Madman mode, 40, 50, Alien Vision mode, 160, 170, 175, probably useless mode. But if for whatever reason you are, I don't even know what use that would be, maybe you have your face pressed up against the screen or something, but if you wanted to go to 175, it's there, and it goes down to 40, which is, you know, tunnel vision. So the default, I think, sits nicely at 95, and that's worked very well for me. But if you want to change that, there's a whole bunch of options for you there. So the options menu is absolutely tip-top fantastic. So let us jump into the game and see what it is. So before we get in, we have to pick a weapon and a perk. These are all going to be unlocked throughout, doing various things. You don't get all these off at the start. At the start, I think you get the pea shooter gun here, and I think the pizza thrower. I think it's been a while since I actually had to unlock things. The game came with a save file to unlock everything, so I haven't actually had to work for any of these. So we've got a selection of 10 different guns and a bunch of different perks, which will give us different attack patterns and advantages. The pizza thrower is seems very much a throwback to the Ripper from the Unreal series, if you know that one. It's kind of a big saw blade. We've got the Babel gun, gibberish as in gibs. I think I've tried playing this recently, I can't remember what it does though. Egon's Pride, kind of a minigun kind of deal, I quite like that one. There's a whole buttload of all sorts. That's kind of a shotgun. That is, I don't even know. I forget what most of these are. That one shoots giant blobs of unicorn vomit, I guess, as it says. That's a 609mm hand cannon. It's literally a hand cannon. It will shoot cannonballs. I'm going with a Babel gun just because I can't remember what it does, and I seem to recall it being fairly badass. So, we need a perk as well. Got triple jump, is very nice. Got immune to fall damage, I always find useful because some of the levels are huge and falling happens a lot. However, luck is probably your best bet from past experience, just because it gives you more pickups, which will... All the other things, like getting more jumps, you will likely get them just by being lucky. So, we'll go with those. We shall head into the foyer. And we have a part-time to beat. One of the levels, Egon's Pride, is for doing it faster than part-time. So here we go. Welcome to the foyer. So we've got these characters will talk us through it. Hi gamer, hi strange game. And the Hugbots are going to greet us in. Yeah, oh, that's what this thing does. It shoots massive, massive explosions. These do self-damage as well if I hit them, if I stay out like that. If I stand too close, that's going to damage me. So, first thing obviously to note is the aesthetic. Okay, I'm making surprisingly fast progress from the first room. It's got this cool hand-drawn style, a little bit reminiscent of maybe Borderlands. It's all really fantastic. The visuals in this game are beautiful. So, the main theme of this game is lots and lots of enemies, shoot all the lots and lots of enemies. Kill all the lots and lots of enemies, get to the end of the game, and win. If you die, you go back to the start and you have to kill all the lots and lots of enemies. Well, it'll be an entirely different set of lots and lots of enemies all over again. So, if everything goes according to plan, the entire game should be beatable in about an hour, I believe, is the expected time frame. However, that's unlikely to happen on most occasions. You're probably going to get yourself murdered in a variety of brutal and interesting ways, because that's how roguelikes and roguelites and whatnot work. And that's what this is. So most roguelikes are kind of done in a procedural generation. This is actually not procedural generation, it's random compositing is what it is. Which means he's developed a whole bunch of rooms. There's like, each different level I think has quite a lot of rooms. I think the first area has like 60 rooms to pick from. So it'll pick like 4 out of a bunch of 60 rooms. And then each room has a bunch of different configurations of enemies that can appear in them, I think. And then by combining random stuff, you'll get a different experience every time. So even if we get this room next time, there'll be different enemies in it, potentially. And so we'll get a different route through. And then if we die, we can come back and try again. We'll get a different set of things. I have no idea how I get up here. How do I... Oh, okay, we've got a levitation thing. Okay. That's cool. So we do only get the one gun. However, I can pick up power-ups. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. I can pick up power-ups later on that will potentially give me extra guns. You can sometimes find extra guns hidden as items in the game. Not commonly, but they are in there. So then you can have a couple to play with, which is fun. All these blue things that I'm going through, they will upgrade your gun, and yeah, you're going to want to do that because things get overwhelming pretty quickly once you start getting into level 2 and 3, if you don't. So we're at the first boss already, which is cool. Shouldn't be too much trouble. I've got my level 3 gun. What on earth have we got? Oh, big old spike room. That's a boss, sure. The entire room is the boss. And I think, yeah, the big blobs on the wall are the boss itself. And yeah, my level 3 gun is kind of powerful for the first room boss. And it's going to make pretty short work of it. Ouch. That wasn't too painful. That was okay. I'm sure we can live with that. And he's going to drop a bunch of loot, including... Another, we've got a, what we've got an item. I have no idea what that does. Bunker Buster. I think that's just a, that might just be a big explosion. You can, without testing them, just generally speaking, only one way to find out what the items do, and that has been a gripe of mine throughout development, but it's clearly a design choice. It's something I'm annoyed by, but I guess it's kind of the way he wants it to play out. It's the only way to find out what an item does is to use it, and then it's got this yellow bar next to it, which is a recharge time. And you have to recharge it before you can actually use it. So, what does Bunker Buster do? Run, it says. Okay, run. Ow, yeah. Just run straight away and run a long way away. That's what that does. I don't think I have seen that before, to be honest. So we've got these hug bots are just for loot, really, at the end of a level. More of them. I don't want to get too close because I'm going to blow myself up. But I'll happily take the blue gems. There we go, level 4 gun. That's going to be crazy. We've got these badges. Badges are our power-ups. This one's going to give us extra health. That's texted onto the health meter on the left-hand side there. Now we can head up to the second level. And I did it in 4 minutes 19. I probably would have done that in part-time had I not faffed about at the end there. But on to level 2, the gearworks. So here we go. This level's green, very green. Got money all over the place, enemies are going to drop them, you're going to find them. There's lots of hidden things in this game. There's going to be power-ups, there's going to be money, there's going to be all sorts of stuff hidden everywhere. It very much rewards exploration, but at the same time there are areas that you're not going to be able to get to unless you have specific power-ups. That's a lot of things on the wall, get exploded. Okay, that's a lot of saw bots as well. There we go. So the guns I think go up to, I think it's level 5, although there's also a I believe there's a perk that lets it go up to level 6, which sounds really powerful actually. I haven't tried that one, I probably should. It sounds fun. So if we can kill these guys on the roof, giant cannons raining hellfire down upon us. I haven't seen most of these rooms before because, like I say, it's so random that it's just, you're gonna get a different experience every time. The door's there, but there's clearly stuff hidden up here. What have we got to find? There'll be something over there. Whether I can get to it or not, I don't know. I might be able to use this to propel me. We shall see if this propels me. Yeah. No, I'm just going to break my ankles. There we go. However, I have found a secret, which means the blue gems are now going to actually charge me up even faster than they already did, which is pretty cool. That's nice. So like I say, yeah, secret hidden rooms everywhere. There's that. But had I taken the triple jump perk at the start, I would probably have been able to make that jump when I would have got there, and I'd been able to see what's at the top of that room. Because I didn't take that perk, because I took my luck perk instead, now I've got to carry on this way because I can't go up that way. So, I think this is a room I've seen before, yeah. I've seen this one a few times. I think this was probably one of the first rooms that was added to the Gearworks, actually, so I've seen this on a few occasions. And on a personal note, I've never liked it. It's things hidden everywhere. They kill you a lot. I've gotten killed, well, not necessarily killed, but at the very least shot by things I couldn't spot in this room on a few occasions. Got stuff down there. Oh no, is this a slight... No, maybe isn't the same one I'm thinking of. No, it's not. It's a different room. It's a slight variation. We've got a grenade item. I already have an item which is kind of grenadey, so I'm going to pass on that one, actually, you know? Can I get up that way? Maybe not. Probably could have if I had more jumps. You can collect jumps, I believe, indefinitely. I thought he'd limited it at one stage, but apparently not. He corrected me on that one. Ooh, there's a power-up. What we got? That's actually difficulty increase, so you know I'm not going to take that. There are power-ups for dang near anything you can imagine. I think one of the more recent ones that's been added is a critical hit rate, so you can actually do crits with your shots. You can... There's jump height, there's jump quantity, there's health. Health does cap out. There's speed movement. You can see movement speed 13 in the top corner. I think that goes up to like 26, 28 or something. So you can end up moving crazy fast. You already move a lot faster than most games on the market these days, certainly first-person shooter-wise. This is very much a throwback to old-school, fast-paced shooters. Although, you know, those games had an emphasis on hoarding lots of guns. This only gives you the one, but you kind of have to make a choice and commit to it, and I like that. If you don't like it, you try a different gun and see if that works out better for you. Welcome to roguelites. So I really need to stop shooting things at point-blank range. It's not good for my health. So now, we've got these guys. Okay, that's a lot of bullets. Hello, bullets. Every time you take damage, your gun will slightly level down, so if you, say, I don't know, stand in the path of a flamethrower, that's not going to do my gun any favours. Or my health, for that matter. This is probably going to end in tears, I suspect. Unless I can find some health somewhere. There's a little bit. There's one, but I can't get it because it's stuck up on a wall. Go geometry. That was a critical hit. There we go. How do you like that? That's a really, really big cannon on the ceiling. This game really, really likes its big guns. Although, you know, that's perhaps not the most surprising thing you've heard today in a game entitled Tower of Guns. So, I can still hear something shooting in here. What is shooting at me? It's not strictly necessary to clear every room. It's just kind of nice because, you know, loot. Loot is what makes you win, you know. If you don't pick anything up, you're not going to get very far. I mean, unless you're really hardcore. There's something. Hi. So I don't know what that dropped or whether I could get to it if it dropped anything. I don't think it dropped anything exciting. No. So again, the door is down there, but we've got all these platforms to climb on up here. It's exploration time again. And yeah, I've seen this bit of the ceiling before. Yep. Okay, well, I think we may have been in this room before. It's a tricky one, this one. There's a lot of balancing on pipes and jumping to bits that... Okay, I've fallen. There go my ankles. I'm not going to try that because that's just going to end up with me taking lots of fall damage and dying, I think. Let's not bother with that one and head on. What have we here? We got a... Ow. A lot of things that are going to spawn in here. These things shoot homing bullets. There's quite a variety of enemies, and then later on there are enemies that spawn sort of in specific areas, which are also pretty cool. There's sort of different guns in different areas. Oh, right, I see. Down that end. I need to pick up these power-ups before they despawn. Yeah, they're all despawning. Dang it all. I needed them. Give me that. I need the health. I need that badly. So I think the main thing we need to do on this room is get on one of the platforms and get propelled into the atmosphere. Up. Take me up, sir. Come on. There we go. Whoop. Hey. And you do get a bit of momentum from that. Oh, okay, that's... Oh, wait, no. Ow, ow, ow. This damn gun, seriously. If you're not... Oh, there goes all my ankle bones. Yeah, if you're not very, proficient and careful with an explosive gun, don't take an explosive gun, because you will blow yourself up a lot, like I do. Okay, so let's get rid of them. Let's get rid of the ceiling ones, so that they stop shooting down on me. That one isn't dead yet. These guns are insane, man. Absolutely insane. But I love them. It's a very well-polished game. There's a lot of effort gone into absolutely every element of this. And like I said, you get a unique experience every time, so the replayability is exceptionally high. Even if you win, there's always more things to unlock. There's, like I say, there's 10 guns. Some of them are gonna... Some of them I think were sort of a kill a bunch of stuff kind of challenges, so you're gonna do that over the course of several runs. So you're gonna need to play the game through multiple times to unlock certain guns. Other ones are just genuinely quite challenging, and you're going to need to... Hello, that's a lot of guns up there. What a surprise! I did not expect to see so many guns in this Tower of Guns. It's all about the guns, folks. There is nothing in this game that is not about guns. Whether you are being shot with guns or shooting guns. What is down the hall? Nothing. Or is it? It's kind of a levitation field, but it looks like there's something down there, and I'm intrigued as to how one would get down there. Okay, so if I go up here, we go... Okay, that's a big mincy thing. I'm now being propelled towards a giant mincing machine. Now what? Wait, wow! Ow, 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 ow. Oh, okay, there's a thing. I'm on the wrong side for getting to that, though. Okay, that kind of works. Jeez, that's an interesting... Yeah, if you stay too long in the middle, you're just going to go straight into the grinder, but... Yeah, these purple things are... You don't see them too commonly. They're kind of a teleport. They'll just take me elsewhere in the room, or I'm not even... It might be to an entirely other room. Which is a little confusing sometimes, but it kind of works, I guess. Let's blow these guys up before they make a mess of me. Let's see if they got anything exciting for me. Oh, there's something up there. Is that a speed boost? I think that might be a speed boost. Let's see if I can't get... Yes! Level 5 gun. Because I think that was a boss room, right? Yeah, I think we got a boss room coming up, so I'm going to want that level 5 gun. As a speed buff, I won't say no to that. Oh! Ankles. Yeah. The no fall damage one is good. These environments, there are some bigger rooms. These rooms are big, but there are some even bigger rooms in the game. There's some colossal environments. And you might end up breaking a few ankles, so let's take that. Of course, if you've got multiple jumps, you could always reserve one jump and sort of break your fall at last minute with an extra jump. I actually don't have that luxury here, because I don't have any extra jumps. So, there you go. So, let's finish this boss, and... That's probably, you know... You've probably got the gist of this at this point. It's a very pretty game. It's got a great soundtrack as well. Okay, what on earth is this? And there's a lot of variety in here. There's bosses galore, there's guns galore, and there's many, many levels, enough to keep you going for a long time. It's another spike room, but it's an entirely different spike room. And its weak point is, I guess, on... Oh, I fell. Ow. I guess its weak point is... Well, I've lost my level 5 gun now, haven't I? Where is it? Its weak point was kind of on the other side of another... I'm dead! I didn't... Wow. Its weak point was on the other side of one of those walls, I think. Well, dang, and just like that, everything I worked so hard for has now gone, and... To start again at the beginning. You can, of course, if you liked what you had, there's a little quick replay at the bottom there, which is cool. Otherwise, you can go and change out your perks, change out your guns, and go at it again. So I lasted 15 minutes, which was... You get a whole bunch of stats at the end, which is always fun to look through. So my luck was 3, and yep, all that good stuff. So let's head back to there. So that is just about Tower of Guns. Like I say, there's a bunch more levels after that. I think I'm not sure whether there's 6 or 7 levels to work through, but you're gonna have trouble getting through them all successfully in one run. You're gonna have to work pretty hard for that. but it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of replayability, and it's got a great style, great soundtrack, and it's very, very well polished. So this is out today on Steam at the price of $14.99, or your regional equivalent, and I believe there's a 33% off launch discount, which, I don't know how long that lasts. Tradition would suggest it would be for a week. Most games usually are. I don't know for certain, though. So that'll bring the price down to $10 at launch, so if you're interested, you might want to grab that quick, because yeah, it'll be a worthwhile investment, I think. So thank you very much for watching. This has been Tower of Guns. I shall see you next time. Yeah!